Here is my push workout, and you can see this is the exercise, a closer grip Larsen press, but not touching the chest. It is the bar is staying 1 centimeter above the chest or half a centimeter. I'm not completely touching the chest, I'm almost touching the chest. And this is the last warm-up set. I am calling it a warm-up set because I have not given my all into this set. And you can see I am not rushing the movement. I'm feeling the muscle and I'm doing the movement. And this is not a powerlifting kind of press. When I do the powerlifting kind of press, I rest the bar on my chest, then I try to throw it off, build some momentum from there. But I'm not trying to do it here. And here you can see I'm supersetting with some rear delt flies. I am not hyper focusing on the weight, I am not hyper focusing on my ROM. I am just trying to control the movement, initiate the movement from my rear delts. And I have done this throughout my warm-ups. When I was warm up with the empty bar for the bench, I was doing it. And now this is the first set. One mistake I have made here is I rested too less to initiate this set, and you can see I have got only 4. The previous set was warm-up set was 82 for 7 to 8 reps. Here I am getting 87 for only 4, which is 2 reps less than the last week. But last week when I attempted this set, I was really fresh. I rested too long before the set. But here I got only 1 or 2 minutes. And then again, I'm doing the rear delt flies here. It is the same thing. I have almost done more than 7 sets of rear delt flies because I was doing it from the first warm-up set with the empty bar. Empty bar, then 62, then 72, 82, and throughout the whole pressing stuff, I have done the rear delt fly. I'm not pushing it to the absolute failure with the partials because I am doing a lot of volume. And again, I rested sufficiently and I attempted this 87 kilo weight and I have got 5 this time. And I was really in control. I am happy with the execution. I am happy with the how it felt on my system. And this variation I'm doing it because people say that in the close grip you cannot feel your chest, but here I can feel my chest because I'm keeping the press within a constant tension range and it feels really good. Although I have lost 1 rep here from the last week, but again this is one extra set from the last week, so I think that compensated for it. But I'm not hyper focusing on the numbers here, I'm just trying to train. Sometimes you have to uh, give less attention to the number of sets you are performing, because if you want to ensure the quality, sometimes you have to compromise with the quantity. And again here I am really trying to uh, feel my rear delts, and you can see that I am resorted to partials. And then this is the second exercise, maybe third because I am not counting the rear delt flies here. This is the dumbbell skull crusher, which I am trying to bias my long head. The intention behind this movement is to feel the maximum amount of stress that is possible on the long head and initiate the movement with the long head and keeping my arms towards the back, towards my head. And the next rep you will see it will get really sloppy here. It will get really sloppy. This rep is really sloppy. This is not how the movement should be done, but again I'm pushing towards the negative failure and I have reached it. And here I backed off. This is my third set, maybe because I have not shown the second set. This is my third set here and I have backed off to 12 kilo dumbbells maybe, and I am really trying to feel my tricep here. I am not focusing on the rep number. I am not focusing on the weight. I am just trying to feel my tricep, trying to control the movement. And you can see these 2 reps were beautiful because I am fighting through the sticking point. And the good thing about hypertrophy training is that whenever the weight is sufficient enough, you get to feel this kind of reps, which is not possible if you go too light of the weight or too heavy of the weight. So this is possible only with a sufficient amount of weight, and this is where reps feel good, the fights feel good. Here the last exercise for the session, and I take around 4 to 5 warm-up sets with this weight because this is the exercise I really try to find a groove first, then I push the set. Otherwise it feels a little bit painful, not exactly painful but iffy. Here it is the last set. I have not shown all the sets, but this is the last set. You can see that I have find my groove. I have felt my delts, my side delt, the intended area, and at last I have resorted towards the partials. And this is where my session will end. This is the last set here, and the session is done, and the session is finished under 50 minutes. And this is done after my work. You can see my socks and the